How to Paint a Watercolor Portrait by Vladimir, London. In this video, you will learn how to paint a watercolor portrait. Before I show you how to use the alla prima painting technique, I will first make a special frame to stretch wet paper. Here's the full sheet artwork. It measures 75 by 57 centimeters. The dimension I would like to use is a half sheet. So, it will measure 57 by 37.5 centimeters. To make a frame, I will use wooden planks. This one measures 30 mm by 14 mm. The smaller plank is 20 by 9 mm. You do not have to use exactly the same dimensions. It just happened that they had these planks in a local store. Here's the bigger frame. All that is left is to assemble it. I will now glue and staple the corners. It will take a few minutes for the glue to dry. Here's the first frame. I'm quite happy with the result. Its corners are strictly perpendicular. Now, I will make the smaller frame in the same way. A rectangular board is cut to fit the inner size of the bigger frame. I painted two frames in white for two reasons. First, water-resistant paint will protect the frame. And secondly, white color would be less distracting, so I could concentrate on the colors of the artwork. When paint is fully dry, I can apply self-adhesive rubber bands. These bands are used to isolate the windows and doors, but for the purpose of this creative task, these bands will give good grip and hold stretched paper in place. Now, with two frames complete, I would like to test how this construction will grip the paper sheet. With a little pressure on the wooden frame, it holds the paper sheet so well. I'm very much impressed by how this frame performs. Also, there are no marks or impressions from the rubber bands. This is very good. All that time I invested in cutting and gluing the frame will pay off. Now, the interesting part. I'm planning to use the painting technique that is called dry brush on moist. For this technique, I will need paper to remain moist for a long time. That is why inside the frame, between the paper sheet and the water-isolated wooden board, there will be wet sponges. These sponges will help to keep moisture level constant for many hours. At least this is my theory. I am cutting these sponges to be the same size as the board. The frame, board, and sponges are ready. If this equipment performs well, I will use this frame for years to come, painting half-sheet size watercolor artworks. To see if this frame does the job, let's test it. Here is the portrait I would like to paint. This drawing is transferred on the 300 GSM 100% cotton rough watercolor paper. First, I will wet the paper sheet. For this purpose, I will use a wide flat brush. Because this paper is rough, it takes water readily. It is important not to over-soak it. You may notice that I protected the outer border of this drawing with the masking fluid. This has to be done before wetting the paper. I have to say that masking is optional, but I would like to have a very clean margin edge for this artwork. When the front side is wet, I can turn the sheet over and wet its back side. After wetting this paper, I will wait for several minutes, to give time for the sheet to expand in size. While the paper sheet is soaking and expanding, I can prepare the frame for painting. This sponge soaks a lot of water. It will be wet for a very long time. By this time, the watercolor paper sheet has expanded in size. It is still wet and ready for painting. I place this sheet between two frames, right on top of wet sponges. I will need a few brushes. For the dry brush on moist painting technique, 2 or 3 brushes will be enough. Regarding colors, this will be a low chroma artwork. I will select 2 or 3 main colors and thereafter will add some more colors as necessary. The phthalo blue and English red will be the main color pair. These colors are almost complementary and will give nice chromatic gray. When painting with the dry brush on moist watercolor technique, it is very important to keep the right balance between water on paper and on the brush. Because the paper sheet is moist, the amount of water in the brush should be minimal. I absorb the excess water from the brush belly with a paper napkin. This is rough texture paper. Because it is moist, it will absorb paint readily. Pigment particles will sink into the paper fibers and with time tonal values will become lighter. Actually, they will become almost twice lighter. That is why I apply such dark values now. You can also see that there is very little water on the palette. Paint doesn't flow. I also keep the brush almost dry. I use a wooden plank as a support for my hand. It is placed on the frame, which makes the painting process easier. The dry brush on moist is a rather advanced way of painting. If you would like to learn 9 watercolor painting techniques and 5 different methods, take the Watercolor Academy course. Watercolor Academy is a unique educational resource for learning how to paint with watercolors in the comfort of your home. It consists of 2 courses: the online course and the correspondence course. The online course is a self-paced online video program in which you can learn how to paint with watercolors by watching 80 video lessons. The correspondence course is a unique course in which you can advance your watercolor painting skills by receiving personal tutoring from the Academy teachers. Watercolor Academy is the only place where you will receive a lifetime of watercolor tutoring for a one-time payment. The courses cover all you need to know about watercolor painting in one place. Your curriculum will be custom tailored to your skill level and needs. Your art skills will be assessed as you go, task by task. In this academy, you will have a lifetime of unlimited personal support that includes constructive critique of your artworks. This support is part of the membership. As an online course student, you will receive 80 video lessons on how to paint with watercolor, a lifetime membership, personal support, answers to your art questions, critique of your artworks, access to a members-only newsletter, a place in the online students gallery, a diploma of excellence upon completing the course. As a correspondence course student, you will receive all that is included in the online course: a dedicated team of art tutors, personal tutoring by the Academy teachers, an assessment of your current art skills, a customized watercolor painting curriculum, up to 100 watercolor painting tasks with detailed instructions, a review of your progress after each task. At Watercolor Academy, you will discover all you need to know about watercolor and professional painting techniques, including what watercolor is and its place in the history of the arts, how to choose good watercolor materials, fundamentals of color theory, how to make good compositions, how to use golden proportions, how to transfer drawings, how to mix pigments, how to make quick sketches in watercolor, how to make long study artworks in watercolor, how to use 5 different watercolor painting methods, how to use 9 different painting techniques, how to create monochrome artworks, how to paint colorful pieces with only 2 pigments, how to make full-color artworks with only 3 primary colors, how to make multicolored watercolor paintings, how to paint landscapes, seascapes, and cityscapes, how to paint still life, animals, and botanical illustrations, how to paint realistic portraits, how to paint figurative artworks, and much more. Watercolor Academy courses are suitable for both beginners and advanced artists. You do not need any previous art education to fully benefit from this program. All topics, like pigments, color theory, and techniques, are explained and demonstrated in a very simple way that is easy to follow and understand. If you are an advanced artist, you will discover the many tips and secrets of watercolor painting that are not taught anywhere else. Watercolor Academy tutors have over 100 years of combined professional experience. You will undoubtedly discover their know-how tremendously helpful. Traditional watercolor painting techniques are the core of Watercolor Academy. Such techniques are simply not taught as thoroughly at contemporary art colleges. In a college, you will not get a custom curriculum developed just for you. In the Watercolor Academy Correspondence Course, all of your educational topics and tasks will be curated so that you can learn and improve your painting skills. As a Watercolor Academy student, you will have lifetime access to 80 video lessons. It is as good as watching a tutor painting with watercolor in front of your eyes. No teacher at a contemporary art college would give you step-by-step instructions for creating a masterpiece. To study at an art college, you may have to relocate, adjust your schedule, and adhere to strict deadlines. At Watercolor Academy, you can study in the comfort of your home, have a flexible schedule, and study at your pace. At a college, your tutoring is limited. At Watercolor Academy, you will have a lifetime membership with no deadlines for a one-time fee. At a college, you would get limited support. At Watercolor Academy, such support is unlimited, available for a lifetime, includes your artwork's critiques, and comes at no extra cost. A contemporary art college would take 4 years and may cost up to $100,000 including relocation, accommodation, tuition, and other fees. This comes with no guarantee that you will actually learn the necessary skills of the trade. At Watercolor Academy, we guarantee that you will reach the advanced level of watercolor painting skills as long as you follow your art curriculum and complete all 100 personal tutoring tasks with the required quality. If you want to improve your watercolor art skills, you need talented art teachers. And we have the best course for you, Watercolor Academy Personal Tutoring. The skills you will learn here are not taught at contemporary art colleges. In this course, you will watch how professional artists create original paintings in front of your eyes, while explaining all you need to know about watercolor. The Watercolor Academy Correspondence Course is unique. Here, you will get personal one-on-one tutoring from the Academy teachers, who will guide you step by step, task by task until you reach the advanced level of watercolor painting skills. You can study at your own pace, in the comfort of your home and receive an in-depth tutoring that will be custom-tailored to your level of skills and needs. As a Watercolor Academy Correspondence Course student, you will receive lifetime membership, 80 video lessons on how to paint in watercolor, critique of your artworks, a dedicated team of art tutors, personal tutoring by the Academy teachers, assessment of your current level of art skills, custom-tailored watercolor painting curriculum, up to 100 watercolor painting tasks. Detailed instructions on how to do every task, review of your progress on the by-task basis, diploma in your name upon completing the course. Let's come back to the painting. Adding just a little bit of water makes paint almost flow on the moist paper surface. This is good for painting big areas like this background. Once again, I am adding very dark colors in shadows. This color will become lighter when paper dries. The background on the right-hand side will be lighter. Such gradation from dark to light will make it a bit more interesting. When paper dries, I will decide whether to leave this background as is, or make another glazing coat wet on dry. With the background complete, it is time to paint a portrait. As you may notice, I cleaned up the palette for mixing new fresh colors. The paper surface is still moist. That is why I will continue this painting using the dry brush on moist technique. For this technique, I need very little water on the brush. Also, you can see that the paint on the palette doesn't flow. It has a minimal amount of water as well. I will test how the paper surface takes paint by painting the hairstyle. Then, I will continue with the face. Although this color looks a bit yellow, it will become much lighter, almost white when it dries. When painting portraits, colors are less important than tonal values. If you misjudge some color, but get all the values right, the portrait will look realistic regardless. The moist paper surface accepts paint very well. The colors are intermixed on paper and the gradations between colors and tonal values are very smooth. In real life, cheeks are a bit more pinkish than the forehead. That is why I used a bit more yellow for the top part of the face and added more red for the cheeks. How to paint realistic portraits step by step using different painting techniques is demonstrated and explained in depth in the multiple video lessons of the Watercolor Academy online course. Also, those students who take our personal tutoring get far more advanced teaching on this subject. They learn various techniques and methods of painting and study professional portrait painting know-how that is not taught in art colleges. The first layer of this portrait is complete. Now, I will deepen the tonal values by painting on top. The right-hand side of this portrait will be in shadow. That is why I made the background on this side lighter than on another. Here's one good tip for you. If you paint some object, it will look better if its dark side would be lighter than the bordering background, while some other light part of this object will be lighter in tone than the background that surrounds it. So, on the right-hand side, the face will be darker than the background. Although on the left-hand side, there will be a dark hairstyle, I will make some highlights, which will be lighter than the dark background that borders the hairstyle. How to paint eyes is an interesting topic. There are many know-hows and trade secrets when it comes to painting eyes in watercolor. Those secrets are fully revealed in the Watercolor Academy Personal Tutoring Course. One of the main junior mistakes is making eyes too light. This looks spooky. The eye is essentially a ball. As a ball, it will always have some dark areas that are in shadow. Also, there is always the casted shadow underneath the upper eyelids. A good painting is always well drawn. If you have weak drawing skills, no bright colors or amazing watercolor painting techniques would make your artwork professional. It will look amateurish simply because it is not possible to hide poor drawing under good colors. If you feel that your drawing skills should be improved, we have 2 great drawing courses for you. In the Drawing Academy, you can learn fundamental principles of constructive drawing, including perspective, proportions, anatomy for artists, rules of golden proportions, professional tonal rendering techniques, and much more. In this course, there are 45 video lessons that you can watch as many times as you want. There are no deadlines, not time pressure. You can study drawing at your own pace. You will have a lifetime membership and can rely on the unlimited personal support, which includes your artwork's critique and answers to your art questions. If you would like to see what this course is about, get free drawing video lessons at drawingacademy.com/free. Another drawing course you do not want to miss is the Life Drawing Academy. This course is especially helpful if you already have some basic drawing skills and would like to learn how to draw realistic portraits and figures. There are 2 courses in this academy: the online course and the correspondence course. In the online course, you will get a lifetime access to 52 figure and portrait drawing lessons. In these lessons, you will learn the figurative know-how that is no longer available at the contemporary art colleges. By watching the online course video lessons, you will learn constructive drawing principles of figurative drawing. The course instructors will show you how to draw realistic bodies and faces step by step. If you would like to see what the Life Drawing Academy online course is about, check the free video lessons at lifedrawing.academy/free. If you are serious about getting the best drawing skills you possibly can, there is one art course that stands head and shoulders above others. Watercolor Academy Correspondence Course. This course is suitable for artists of all levels. In this course, your drawing skills will be assessed and a personal drawing curriculum will be designed just for you. This curriculum will take into account what skill gaps you have, what you need to learn, and what goals you have. You will get dedicated art teachers who will walk you step by step, all the way until you reach the advanced level of drawing skills. You will have a lifetime membership and can study at your pace. And the best thing is, you will get all this for a one-time low payment. There is no other personal tutoring course that gives so much and costs so little. In this course, you will cover such topics as how to handle a pencil and make perfect lines, how to develop good tonal rendering style, how to use constructive drawing and perspective, rules of composition, golden proportions, how to use contours and proportions, how to draw organic objects and landscapes, how to draw draperies and clothed figures, construction, anatomy and proportions of a human head, how to draw realistic portraits, construction, anatomy and proportions of a human figure, how to draw realistic figures, how to draw animals, character design, and any additional drawing topics you would like to learn. Upon enrollment, Academy tutors will assess your current level of drawing skills. Your art tutors will provide you with a full comprehensive critique of your drawing abilities and advise what needs to be improved. A custom-tailored art curriculum will be created for you. You will receive up to 100 drawing tasks one by one, together with detailed instructions that will help you to achieve greater level of drawing skills. You will learn step by step how to draw whatever you see or imagine. Your skills will be assessed as you go task by task. You will know precisely what you have to work on at every step of the curriculum. You will also have unlimited access to all 52 drawing video lessons of the Watercolor Academy online course. You can study at your own pace. There are no deadlines, your membership is for lifetime. You will also have a place in the online student gallery to exhibit your artworks, which gives you access to the art community of fellow students and visitors. Upon completing the course, you will receive a Watercolor Academy Diploma of Excellence in your name. This is the best drawing course you can have today on the internet. The portrait is complete, and the paper is dry. As you see, I removed the sponges for paper to dry. I would like to apply one glazing layer on top of the background. This wash will unite different colors and make architectural details less prominent. I will use this mop brush for the wash. It has a sizable belly and takes a lot of water. For the wash, I will use 3 primary colors, red, blue and yellow. The choice of colors is not accidental. Using 3 primaries, it is possible to mix whatever colors you need. The painting technique I'm using for this glazing layer is called the variegated wash. As it comes from its name, this wash is about mixing colors directly on paper by overlapping different colors. So the paint flows from one color to another, making smooth gradations, without borders. This glazing layer deepens up the tonal value of the underlayers, as well as slightly mutes colors, because complementary colors are applied on top of each other. To learn more about professional watercolor painting techniques and about color theory, take the Watercolor Academy course. In this academy, you will learn advanced techniques for using watercolors and trade secrets that are not taught anywhere else. In the self-study, self-paced course, you will learn how to paint in watercolor by watching video lessons and doing assignments. You will get 80 video lessons on how to paint in watercolor. Lifetime membership to Watercolor Academy. Watercolor painting assignments. Personal support with answers to your art questions and critiques of your artworks. Access to the members-only newsletter. Your own place in the online students gallery. And a diploma of excellence in your name upon completing the course. In the Watercolor Academy Personal Tutoring course, you will get one-to-one, unlimited, and custom-tailored to your skills and needs, personal tutoring by the Watercolor Academy teachers. You will receive everything that is included in the online course. Dedicated team of art tutors. Personal one-to-one tutoring from the Academy teachers. Art skills assessment. Custom-tailored watercolor painting curriculum. 100 watercolor painting tasks with detailed instructions. Step-by-step guidance and coaching. and review of your progress after each task. You will learn a wide range of watercolor painting methods and techniques, including such topics as choosing the right watercolor materials, fundamentals of color theory, rules of composition and golden proportions, transferring drawings, mixing pigments, quick sketches and long studies in watercolor, 5 different watercolor painting methods, 9 different painting techniques, creating pieces using monochrome and limited color palettes, composing multicolored watercolor paintings, creating landscapes, seascapes, and cityscapes, bringing botanical and animalistic artworks to life, capturing still life and pattern designs, painting realistic portraits, as well as figurative artworks, and much more. Upon enrollment, the Academy tutors will assess your current level of art skills. Your art tutors will provide you with a full comprehensive critique of your painting abilities and advise what needs to be improved. A custom-tailored art curriculum will be created for you. You will receive up to 100 art tasks, one by one, together with detailed instructions that will help you to achieve a greater level of painting skills. You will learn step by step how to paint in watercolor the right way. Your skills will be assessed as you go, task by task. You will know precisely what you have to work on at every step of the curriculum. You will also have unlimited access to all 80 video lessons of the Watercolor Academy online course. You can study at your own pace. There are no deadlines, your membership is for lifetime. You will also have a place in the online student gallery to exhibit your artworks, which gives you access to the art community of fellow students and visitors. Upon completing the course, you will receive a Watercolor Academy Diploma of Excellence in your name. The watercolor portrait is complete. I will wait for the paper to dry before disassembling the frame. The paper is fully dry, and I can take apart the frame. I have to say that this frame performed really well. Paper was stretched securely at all times. Soft rubber bands inside the frame gripped wet paper as good as the dry sheet. At the same time, there are several improvements I would like to make next time to make this frame even better. If you would like to see what those improvements are, leave your comments under this video and subscribe to this channel to be notified when the next watercolor painting video lessons are available to watch. I am very pleased with the frame. It left a minimal impression on the paper sheet, despite it being very soft when wet. All that remains now is to take off the masking film to reveal the clean white border of this portrait. Here's the finished watercolor portrait. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give a like and subscribe to this channel. If you would like to watch more free watercolor painting lessons, get your free access to the Watercolor Academy demo. In this demo, you will get a free video lesson on how to paint a portrait in watercolor, a lesson on golden proportions, a demonstration on how to paint sunlight in watercolor, a tutorial on how to paint horses in watercolor, and above all, you will get my book on watercolor absolutely free of charge. To get all these free watercolor tutorials and the book, visit this page, watercoloracademy.com/free.